Wrestling is the oldest sport amongst mankind. The sport's originality was dated all the way back to the times of ancient Greece, and it is even mentioned in the Bible a couple times. The sport of wrestling is gruesome and it requires countless hours of training and exercise if your desire is to be the best you can be. In wrestling, you are given many pieces of equipment, such as a singlet, a headgear, a mouthpiece, a brace of some sort, and so on. But the one thing that is most important over all these pieces of equipment is a pair of wrestling shoes. I chose my pair of wrestling shoes for my artifact speech today because it symbolizes hard work, perseverance, and motivation. The first piece that it symbolizes is hard work. With any new pair of shoes, not even wrestling shoes, they are typically fresh and crisp once you take them out of the box. They also tend to hurt and cause discomfort because your feet are not used to the material and they are not broken in yet. This is the exact situation of how I got my wrestling shoes. They were nice and crisp once I took them out of the box, and it took me a little bit of time for them to get used to my feet. But as you can tell now, my shoes are pretty filthy and dirty, which symbolizes the countless hours of hard work and dedication that I have put into this sport of wrestling. As I mentioned earlier in my speech, wrestling requires lots of training and exercise in order to be successful. That is why the grime and dirt on my shoes shows how dedicated I am to the sport of wrestling and how I have the burning desire to be successful in this sport and in life. The second piece is perseverance. The grime and dirt on my shoes illustrate hard times. As you can tell, there's a lot of dirt and grime on my shoes. But no matter how hard the going gets, you should always push through and make something of yourself. There's a very famous quote by Muhammad Ali that I cherish. He says, "I hated every minute of training, but I said don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion." I live by this statement because everything in life is going to get hard, even in wrestling. But no matter how hard the going gets, no matter how hard you want to quit, no matter how hard everything can wear on your body, you should always push through it and make something of yourself. The last piece is motivation. On June 22nd, 2019, I lost my friend to a very tragic car accident. As a result, I wrote her initials on my shoe. With this, it motivates me to do everything that I can in order to be the best that I can be and to dedicate everything I do for this sport in honor of her. Dana Kennedy was one of the most magnificent people that I've ever met in my life. As a result, I want to be a magnificent person on the mat and off the mat. And I dedicate everything that I do to the sport in her name. So, in conclusion, a pair of wrestling shoes can symbolize hard work, perseverance, and motivation. Thank you.